sample program on IO statements. The first sample program is, I will explain you, addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers. While writing C program, first you have to write, as already explained, to write addition of two numbers program, we have to take two values, A value, B value. After reading A value, B value, then I will add A and B, storing result under the name C. This is clear. Okay? We require how many values? Three values. Sir, why are you taking A, B, C? I will take X, Y, Z. It is up to you. Any variable you can use I, J, K also, X, Y, Z also. Normally, we will use A, B, C. To perform addition of two number program, okay, I require three values. I am taking them as A, B and C. While writing program, first we have to write hash include stdio.h. Sir, why we have to write stdio.h? See, while writing C program, in our body part of C program, we are going to use some predefined functions. Because the common requirement for every C program is printf and scanf. Printf will print values, scanf will read the values. Okay. If you have to work with characters, put char, get char. To work with strings, put s, get s. All these predefined functions are defined in, it is not studio.h, stdio.h, standard input output dot header file. Okay, the functionality. So, okay, we are using printf. Printf percentile d will print what value? Integer value. But are you telling anything? Here I am using printf percentile d. Please print integer value. I am using printf percentile f. Please print float value. Are we telling anything? Then how computer knows? Programmer. Program is who is writing program. If I am writing program, I am the programmer. You are writing program is you are the programmer or user. If a programmer is going to write the program, if he or she uses printf percentile d will print integer, printf percentile f will print float. Suppose if he will write some message in double quotes, printf csc or ece, okay, it will be printed. Are you telling anything? In my C program I am using printf. If I use printf percentile d, please print integer. If I use printf percentile f, please print the float value. Printf double quote csc, print csc. Are you telling anything? No. Then how it will work? How it will work is already defined by C language developers in stdio.h. Okay. So first of all, we have to include stdio.h, where we will write hash include stdio.h. This section of C program is referred as header section of C program. This is mandatory, compulsory for every C program. Next, every C program will require main function. So take while main. You can write main also. If you write main here, at the end of the program, we have to write return 0 or return 1. If you write while, no need of writing that statement, because every function in C language should return a value, because main followed by parenthesis. In C programming language, anything followed by parenthesis is referred as function. Main followed by parenthesis is referred as function. Being function, it has to return value. Okay. So if you don't write while, then at the end of the program we have to write return return 0 or return 1. You have to write like this at the end of the program. Sir, I don't know what is this, sir. Okay, so forget about this. While discussing functions in that video, I will tell you what is the purpose of return, how it will return value. Until then, please don't write main. Please write void main. If you write void means nothing. Means main function will not return anything. What is returning? How it will return? Wait. In separate video while discussing functions in C language, at the time clearly I will explain. Okay. Sir, suppose if I don't want to write void main means at the end of the program you have to write return 0 or return 1. Because every function is designed in C language, they have to return value. Okay, if you don't write void main means, if you specify void main means my main function will not return any value. So you have to write void main. Okay, we have to write program to perform addition of the number. How many values required? 3 values A, B and C. Okay, in last video also I explained, while writing program, as for requirement of program, what is the data required? How many values required in your program? Okay, we have to specify all those values here only. Okay, while writing addition of your program, as for my requirement, I am going to use 3 values. Those values are they may be A, B, C or X, Y, Z. Okay, we have to declare them. So, as per the requirement of to write addition of 2 numbers program, I require 3 values A, B, C values, and A, B, C has to accept what values? Integer values. Int is the data type used to specify values of what type. Here A, B, C, how many values? 3 values. What type? Int values. They have to accept only integer values. Suppose if I want to use any other values, real values, for example x, y, z real values, float x, y, z real values, we have to specify here only. Where we will specify our data here? This part is called declaration part of our C program. Declaration part of our C program. In separate video I will tell you structure of C program. I will explain you structure of C program. Where we have to write, what we have to write, what is the purpose of the different sections in C program. In that video clearly I will explain. Please wait. First, okay, we will write sample program using IO statements. Okay, that means printf and scanf only. Now, we have taken 3 values A, B, C values. To perform addition of 2 members, how many values I have to enter? 2 values I have to enter. We have to enter A value and B value. Okay, right, then printf enter A and B values. Enter A and B values. Double quotes. While discussing our IO statements, especially while discussing printf, I clearly explained, if you write anything in double quotes of printf, straight away the same will be printed on computer screen. Enter, okay, printf double quotes enter A and B values. Okay, it will display enter A and B values. Sir, why I have to write this? If I don't write this, my program will not work. It will work. Why we have to write everything? Wait. It will ask you enter A and B values. We have to enter 2 values. See, most of the students while entering data they will enter 10, 20 like this. 2 values. They are not 2 separate values. 10, 20 will be taken as a single value. That's why while providing data, if you have to provide 2 values, provide first value, use space, then second value. Or provide first value 10, enter, press enter, then second value. Give, when you are going to provide data, give first value, use space. In your keyboard space bar is there, press space bar. Or press enter. For example, we have to enter 2 values, 10, enter, 20. It will take 10 as first value, 20 as second value. Or you can give 10 space 20. 10 as first value, 20 as second value. Okay, most of the will give 10, 20. 10, 20, it will be okay, it will be treated as 1020 as a single value. Some of you will provide like this 10, 20. No. Okay, you should provide 10 space 20, 10 enter 20. Yes, we enter 2 values 10, 20 from the keyboard. We have to accept the data from the keyboard and store it in our computer memory. To read integer value, we have to use scanf. How many values I have to read? 2 values. 2 values, what type values? Integer values. Scanf. To read integer value, use %d. Scanf, read %d, integer. First integer. Again, second integer. Okay. If you use 1% one integer value, 2% is 2 integer values, 3% is 3 integer values. Okay. Scanf, read %d. Read first value. What is the first value? 10 as integer. Scanf %d. Read second value as integer. What is the second value? 20. Where I have to store? Comma. We have to store first value 10 under the name A, address of A, comma. Second value 20 under the name B, address of B. Listen, we don't enter C value. We will enter A and B values only. 10 and 20. I can enter 10, 20 or 100, 200, 500, 600, any values, no problem. After entering values, store first value under the name A. Ampersand means address of. Ampersand means address of. Why this? What is the purpose of this? Listen, when we declare data, how many values I declared here? 3 variables I declared. 3 values I declared. What is the first value? First value name is A. Second value name is B. Third value name is C. When I declare data, it will create 3 data copies in your computer memory like this. First value name A, second value name B, third value name C. First, we did not store any data. Initially, unknown values, garbage values will be stored, junk values will be stored. Let's start coming here, printf, enter A and B values. It will be displayed. I entered 10 and 20. Scanf, read, %d. Read first value as integer. Where it is stored? Under the name A. First value is stored under the name A. Scanf, read, %d. Read second value as integer. What is the second value? 20. Stores under the name B. B value become 20. So, it is storing under the name A, under the name B. Then what is the purpose of this ampersand? Ampersand is called address of. Address of. See, when you are residing in a town, city or village, our house is having so and so name. It is having some address. In the same way, when you are going to take variables in our program, every value is having name. I am using 3 values. First value name A, second value name B, third value name C. In our computer memory, every value is also having some address. Assume that address of A is 1010. Address of B is 1020. Address of C is 3050. Okay. When you declare a data in our program, variables in our program, every value is having some name. Okay. Here I declared A, B, C. A, B, C. 3 variables. Okay. First, if you don't store any data, what data is stored? Garbage values are stored. Then, after entering data, it will replace garbage values with our data. See, in C, so far we did not store any data. So, still garbage value is there. Okay, over. Read values. The purpose of this ampersand is read first value 10, store under the name A. Ampersand, it is having some address. Address of A is what? 1010. Store 10 under the name A. In the address 1010, 10 will go and store under the name A. Scanf, %d. Read second value. What is the second value? 20. Stores under the name B. It is also having some address. This is variable MP 20. The address of B is 1020. Sir, C. We don't enter C value. It will add A and B. Then finally result is stored under the name C. That is the purpose of C. We don't store any data under C. We will enter A value and B value. It will add A and B. Then result will be stored in C. The purpose of C is only for storing data. We don't enter C value. It will calculate and store result under the name C. Okay, now we have to add A and B. To add A and B, everyone will use plus only. Okay, 10 plus 20. What is the value? 30. Where I am storing? C. It will add 10 and 20. The result is what? 30 stores under the name C. Now I have to print my result. To print value, use again printf. Where is my result? Under the name A na? Under the name B na? No. See, AC equal to A plus B. 10 plus 20. Substitute A value 10. Substitute B value 20. 10 plus 20. 30. Where it is stored? Under the name C. Now C value becomes 30. Now we have to print C value. C means our result. Where the result is stored? Under the name C. Now, listen. Suppose printf double quote C means C will be printed. It will not print C value. Now we have to print C value. Yes, we have to print C value. Now check. C is what type value? Integer value. When you are going to print integer value using printf, C is what type value? Integer value. To print integer value, use percentile D. Percentile D comma C. Printf print percentile D. Print integer value. Where is it? Under the name C. What is the value of CMR? 30 will be printed. Next, program end. Sir, I don't want to print only C value, sir. I want to print the result is. Okay, that means you want to print what? The result is. That means I already explained. If you write anything in double quotes, it will print on computer screen. Printf, the result is. Okay, the result is, here I have to print out. A value I entered 10, B value I entered 20. 10 plus 20, 30. Where is it? Under the name C. C is what type value? Integer value. Here I have to print result. The result is what type? Integer type. So to print integer value, use percentile D, comma. Where is this value? Under the name C. Printf, the result is printed. But here percentile D means what? It has to print integer. Where is it? Under the name C. The result is percentile D means it has to print integer that is stored under the name C. What is the C value? 30 will be printed. Sir, not like this, sir. I want to print A value 10, B value 20, C value 30. You can write like that also. I want to print A value 10, B value 20 and C value the result. You can write like that also. Printf A equal to, here I have to print what value? A value. A is what type? Integer type. Give percentile D. Next I have to print what? B equal to. Give B equal to. Here you have to print what value? Integer value. Give percentile D. A equal to percentile D. B equal to percentile D. And give until C equal to percentile D. A equal to, okay, double quotes, A equal to printed, B equal to printed, and C equal to printed. But I am using percentile D. How many percentile D? 3 percentile D. Means how many values I have to print? 3 values I have to print. Where is those values? Double quotes end, comma. First value under the name A, comma, B, comma, C. Semicolon end. Most of the students will get confused. Sir, Why are you writing printf enter A and B values here? If I don't write this statement here, what will happen? First write the program, save it. Okay, what is the aim of the program? Addition of two numbers. You can save it as add.c or you can save it as what? Sum.c. Most of the students will do this mistake. When they are going to save the program, they will use sai.c, charan.c, vijay.c, mylover.c. They will use like that. Don't use like that. Because in the future, your faculty will ask you, please go and check your program. How will you check? Normally we will forget the file names. That's why while saving program, the aim of the program is addition of two numbers. Save it as add.c, sum.c, simple test program, interest.c. Then easily you can refer those programs. That's why when you are going to save programs, save with the aim of the program. Okay. For example, this is the program to perform addition of two numbers. So I am saving it as add.c and sum.c. Vision. Now we have to check any errors are there or not. We'll compile the program. In Turbo C, Alt F9. Alt F9. There are no errors. We have to run the program. Control F9. This is way of running C program in Turbo C. Okay. Write the program, save it, give the program name as add.c. Okay, when you are going to save program, you have to save the with extension add.c. Add is file name .c. When you are going to give file name, please don't use spaces. Add space two numbers, don't give like that. Okay, as if as possible, file name should be very short. Don't use more than 8 characters. If you use more than 8 characters, it will accept. But you will get some special symbols in the file names. Why you have to give like that? Because when I am, that means some ambiguity will be there. That's why when you are going to save the program, we have to shorten it as if as possible. Addition.c, add.c, sum.c, can give any name. But it should be saved with the extension .c. I have to check any errors are there or not. In Turbo C, use Alt F9. Alt and F9 both at a time we have to press. If there are any errors, it will display. No errors, we have to run it. Press Control F9. Control F9. Normally, okay, you will get blank screen. You will get a blank screen. Why? It is waiting for to enter how many values? 2 values. Because it is expecting input. If you give input only, it will produce output. Listen. Normally we will write programs. For what purpose? Not to complete our BTech degree or BSc degree. Okay. After completion of your UG degree, either it may be BTech or BSc or BCom or any MBA or any programs, MSc something, MTech, you have to settle as software engineer. After settling as a software engineer, you have to develop application, software application, okay, IRCTC application or Abibus application. Then you have to use this programming language. For example, listen. When you are going to book Abibus ticket, abibus.com, if it will show blank screen, how you will print it? How you will enter data? Okay. That means Abibus, if you type abibus.com, it will ask you from station to station, date. If there is no from station to station and date, what you will enter there? You cannot enter anything there. That's why when we are going to write program codes, we will write program for what purpose? Not to complete my BTech degree, BSc degree, or MSc degree, or MTech degree, or MBA degree. Okay. To develop application, we are going to use these programming language code. It may be C, C++, Java, Python, anything. We have to develop application, software application. When you are going to develop software application, those applications should be user-friendly application. User-friendly means a normal people can also work with. Suppose when you are going to book IRCTC. Only BTech students can book. No, even 7th standard students also can book. If they will open irctc.com, from station to station date, okay, enter passenger data like that. If from station is not there, to station is not there, how you will enter the data? Even being technical student also, we cannot work, we are unable to work that application. That's why when you are going to write project code, okay, or program code, sorry, it is not project code, it is program, project code or program code, they should be user friendly. A normal person also can interact with. Suppose if you write this program without printf, enter A and B values, then if you save it and run it, it will run, but you will get blank screen. You are waiting. Being technical student, you are waiting what I have to do. I am not getting output because it is waiting to enter two values. Give 10 and 20, you get the output. Okay, suppose if I write printf enter any two values or printf enter two values, that is A and B. You can write anything in double quotation. Printf enter two values, that is A and B. Printf enter any two values, you can write anything. If you will write unparliamentary language also in double quotes, it will print. We are writing printf enter any two values. If you write here, what is the purpose of printf? Printf will print on computer screen. Okay, by seeing this, I have to enter two values. Then you enter two values, either 100 or 200. It will read the values, it will perform action, it will print the values. Like this, we have to read the data using scanf, we have to print the data using printf. This is sample program using, is it formatted IO or unformatted IO? While using printf and scanf, I am using format specifiers. Hence, this program will come under the category of formatted IO, because when I am going to use printf and scanf, we are using format specifiers. Hence, this is the sample program to demonstrate formatted IO statements. Thank you. This is sample program. Go through my video, subscribe, like and share. Thank you.